In the dark hours of December 28th into the 29th, Russia said a stunning and unprecedented event unfolded high above its skies. According to Moscow, 91 Ukrainian long-range drones were launched in a coordinated strike aimed directly at one of President Vladimir Putin's most secretive residences in Russia's Novgorod region, a compound believed to be heavily fortified and rarely discussed. Russia's defense ministry has now released a map showing what it claims was the drone's route, launched from multiple locations inside Ukraine, flying north through Bryansk, Smolensk, and Tver regions before converging on Novgorod. Russian air defenses, Moscow says, went into full action. 49 drones were intercepted over Bryansk, one was destroyed over Smolensk, and 41 more were shot down as they approached the Novgorod region before any could reach Putin's residence.
In the period from December 28 to 29, 2025, the Kyiv regime attempted a terrorist attack with the massive use of long-range unmanned aerial vehicles on the residence of the President of the Russian Federation in the Novgorod region. At approximately 1920 hours on December 28, units of the technical troops of the aerospace forces detected an aerial attack involving aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles operating at extremely low altitudes from the territories of Ukraine's Sumy and Chernihiv regions. The strike against the adversaries, as was clearly depicted on the map that was presented, was executed from a number of different directions in the direction of the Russian president's official residence, passing over the territories of the Bryansk, Smolensk, Tver, and Novgorod regions, utilizing a total of 91 unmanned aerial vehicles. During the aerial combat engagement, all Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were successfully intercepted and destroyed by Russian air defense forces and their systems. I draw your attention to the map which marks the downing of Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles. In the Bryansk region, 49 unmanned aerial vehicles were shot down. Between 8:27 p.m. and 9:16 p.m. on December 28th, Peshaith, 2 unmanned aerial vehicles were destroyed. From 23 hours, 15 minutes on December 28 until 0 hours 7 minutes on December 29, 17 unmanned aerial vehicles were successfully shot down. From 0 hours 51 minutes to 1 hour 7 minutes on December 29, 3 unmanned aerial vehicles were shot down. From 2 hours 5 minutes to 3 hours 56 minutes on December 29, 27 unmanned aerial vehicles were destroyed. Within the territory of the Smolensk region, at 1 hour 50 minutes on December 29, 1 unmanned aerial vehicle was intercepted. Within the territory of the Novgorod region, 41 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were shot down by the fire of anti-aircraft missile units of the aerospace forces. Between 3:18 a.m. and 5:01 a.m. on December 29, 11 unmanned aerial vehicles were successfully intercepted. From 6:20 a.m. to 7:13 a.m. on December 28, another 12 unmanned aerial vehicles were also shot down. And from 7:46 in the morning until 8:30 in the morning, an additional 18 unmanned aerial vehicles were identified to repel this massive aerial assault over the territories of the Bryansk, Smolensk, and Novgorod regions. Anti-aircraft missile systems, mobile fire groups, and electronic warfare equipment were actively employed. The configuration of the strike, the number of aerial attack assets involved, and the operation from the southern, southwestern, and western directions directly into the area of the Russian president's residence in the Novgorod region unequivocally confirms that the Kyiv regime's terrorist attack was targeted, meticulously planned, and had an echeloned character. As a result of repelling the Kyiv regime's terrorist attack, there are no casualties or destruction on the territory of the Russian Federation. No damage was inflicted upon the residence of the President of the Russian Federation. Combat crews of anti-aircraft missile systems, air situation control assets of radiotechnical troops, mobile fire groups, and electronic warfare assets operated cohesively, professionally, and effectively, successfully completing their combat mission. As the air defense forces of the aerospace forces continue to carry out their combat duty to protect the airspace of our country.
The Defense Ministry later published video footage showing debris from one of the downed drones, claiming the wreckage included warheads fitted with special striking elements designed to kill people. Moscow called it an irrefutable evidence of a terrorist attack planned by the Kyiv regime. It accused Western media of trying to dismiss the incident and said eyewitness accounts proved Russia's defenses were actively engaged.
В результате анализа сбития украинских беспилотников была обнаружена одна из модификаций Чеклун-В. Боевая часть данного беспилотника представляет собой фугасный заряд весом 6 кг. Данная фугасная часть начинена большим количеством поражающих элементов и предназначалась для поражения живой силы и гражданских объектов. В связи с попаданием в хвостовую часть данный беспилотный аппарат остался целым. Тот редкий уникальный случай, когда мы имеем не разорвавшуюся боевую часть, начиненную фугасными элементами массой 6 кг.
В ночь 29 декабря была совершена попытка удара БПЛА самолетного типа по территории прикрываемого объекта. Первые вражеские БПЛА зашли с южного направления, с Тверской области в Новгородскую область.
Есть пост.
Есть, цель уничтожена, расход 1.
Цель уничтожена, расход 1.
После уничтожения первой волны, вторая волна беспилотников зашла на территорию Новгородской области с западного направления и двигалась курсом на прикрываемый объект. За время налета был уничтожен 41 беспилотный летательный аппарат. Попытка просочиться сквозь боевой порядок и перегрузить нашу оборону оказалась неудачной. Расчет отработал штатно, все цели были уничтожены. Целью атаки беспилотных летательных аппаратов был прикрываемый объект на территории Новгородской области Валдайского района.
Цель уничтожена, расход 1.
Есть подрыв. Цель уничтожена, расход 1.
But Kyiv flatly denies the entire story. Ukraine's foreign minister, Andriy Sybiga, said there is no plausible evidence such an attack ever occurred. President Volodymyr Zelensky dismissed the allegation as another round of lies, accusing Moscow of fabricating the incident to justify new attacks on Ukraine and to sabotage peace efforts. He also called on his European allies to verify Russia's claim. The Kremlin, however, doubled down, labeling the alleged strike a personal terrorist attack against President Putin. Moscow also warned its negotiating stance would harden, signaling retaliation, though it did not say when or how. The accusation came at a critical diplomatic moment, just after Zelensky held talks with U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida. Trump said Putin personally informed him of the alleged attack early that morning.
Are you worried that the alleged strike on Putin's residence could scuttle the peace discussions?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not good. I heard about it this morning.
Did Putin tell you
You know
about
who told me about it? President Putin told me about it. Early in the morning, he said he was attacked. That's no good. It's no
But
good.
you Russian officials
Don't forget, the Tomahawks. I stopped the Tomahawks. I didn't want that. Because we're talking about, it's a delicate period of time.
Right.
This is not the right time. It's one thing to be offensive, because they're offensive. It's another thing to attack his house. It's not the right time to do any of that, and can't do it. And I learned about it from President Putin, and I was very angry about it.
European leaders rallied behind Ukraine, urging transparency, while warning the conflict remains dangerously close to escalation. Putin's Novgorod residence itself remains shrouded in secrecy, once investigated by the late opposition leader Alexei Navalny, who described it as a lavish lakeside fortress protected by advanced air defenses. As Russia continues its advance in eastern Ukraine and Kyiv orders evacuations near its northern border, this drone dispute now sits at the center of a much larger question. Was this a failed assassination attempt or a fabricated flashpoint in a war where truth itself has become another battlefield? The answer may shape not just retaliation, but the future of a ceasefire.